Namaste. My name is Todd Norian, and I'm the founder of Ashaya Yoga. Thanks for being here. This is called Asana Spotlight. And please share this experience with your friends. Spread the joy. Today's pose is called Bharadvajasana. It's a twisting pose. It's kind of uncommon. There are two variations. We'll just do the first variation today, which is a simpler variation. And I hope to offer the advanced variation at a later time. So Bharadvaja was a saint several thousand years ago, and he was known as one of the Sapta Rishis. Sapta means seven, so one of the seven seers or Maharishis of India. And he was a very notable scholar, economist, grammarian, and physician. And he was also known to have written one of the Vedas, the Rig Vedas, actually the sixth book of the Rig Veda, which is the oldest known written scripture on yoga. And so he's like got a lot of juice, this guy, Bharadvaja. His name also, when you divide up his name, Bharada and Vajra, or Vaja, together means bringing about nourishment, which is cool because the twists also nourish the body, especially the spine. And what's in the spine is the central nervous system. So twists are known as a tonic for the spine. I've taught some twists here before. This one is particularly great because the simplest version is very easy to do and you get all the great benefits. So if you are a little bit high strung or you have anxiety, twists are going to calm you down. If you're a little lethargic today, you just feel like you can't get your energy going, you've lost your mojo, then do a twist because it's going to raise your energy. So it's the ultimate equalizing pose for all of us. So let's get started. We'll come to a standing position in front of the mat, and I'll meet you there in just a moment. All right. So come on to the front of your mat, stand with your feet parallel, hip distance apart. Make sure you have good alignment in your feet such that the front ankle and second toe lines of your feet are parallel, like two railroad tracks. And then lift and spread your toes. We want to hug in to find the place in the middle, so squeeze the midline. The place in the middle is a threshold where, if you have too much energy, you're going to calm it down. If you have too little energy, you're going to bring it up. And this place in the middle is really the threshold, the place where your heart opens, you just feel really great, and you recognize your true nature, which really is joy. So lift and spread your toes, palms in front. Then move your thigh bones back. So the tops of the thighs move back. We could say stick your butt out, and the hips will move back. Everything goes back. Keeping your thighs back now, pull your tailbone down. So you have this action, and your low belly will pull in and up. Palms in front. Lift your heart, but keep the bottom of your ribs down. Put your hands right on your lower ribs and kind of pull the ribs down, which will make you round the shoulders a bit. But resist that and lift your heart and take your shoulders back. We want our heart to rise up, really with equanimity. And within that is a kind of a silent joy. So you lift your heart, shoulders go back, and it's going to shift your mood already. Palms in front. Inhale. Stretch your arms out to the side, come all the way up. Exhale, fold forward. Knees bent just slightly. Keep your back straight all the way down, and then lightly touch the floor. Come on to eagle talons. Now check your feet, make sure they've not wandered. It's very interesting, like we get connected to alignment, we hug the midline, and then we can't hold it and we drift off. So bring yourself back. Front ankle, second toe lines parallel, lift and spread your toes. Inhale, take your heart forward halfway, and then exhale, bow and fold. Inhale, Fill your heart and your lungs with breath. Exhale and bow. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. One more. Inhale. And then lunge your left foot back. Bring the left knee down, twist to the right. Charge your legs, just scissor in towards the middle to find that place of equanimity. Shoulders back. So we have a little twist here. Scissor your legs, hug all around your spine, take your shoulders back, especially right shoulder, and then lift through your heart, head back. And breathe. Each inhalation, hug the muscles around the spine more. Each exhalation, grow the spine long. Enjoy the stretch. And exhale. Release, step back, downward facing dog pose. Bend both of your knees, inner rotate your thighs, produce a lower back curve, and lift the inner edges of the sitting bones up real high. Lift your armpits up, but melt the heart toward the floor. And then from your heart, push through your hands, and from your heart, root all the way back through your heels. What we come to know that in yoga, our true nature is joy. In order to get there, you have to want it, you have to believe in it, and then you've got to hug your muscles to the bones. Draw in towards the middle. The threshold is the place where the heart and our intention meets the manifestation of that in the universe. Exhale now, and take your left foot forward. Bring your right knee down to the floor. Twist left hand on the left leg. Shoulders back. Engage your legs. There is a kind of longing inside for this place in the middle where we just feel good. We feel okay, where life is okay. And inside that midline is self-acceptance with your eyes wide open. And exhale, release, step back, plank. Hold plank pose. You can put your knees on the floor if you need to. If this is too much, take your thigh bones back, tailbone in. Claw with the finger pads and the roots of your hands. And then try to soften the space right between the shoulder blades. And then exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Head of the arm bones stay at the level of the elbows. Hold, pull in, and then exhale all the way down, point your toes, hug your legs, and inhale, come up, cobra. Claw your finger pads, and you're going to pull isometrically backwards. Now the shoulder blades hug, and they squeeze in toward the middle. That provides the support. It's also a good reminder that life does have your back, and it has your back in weird and miraculous ways. Shoulders back, melt the heart. Take some deep breaths. Each exhalation, melt through the upper back more. Each inhalations, lift your heart. Reach for greater energy, greater joy, and a greater balance. Exhale, fold. Come down and go back, downward dog. Okay, bend your knees, come down. And you should be fairly warmed up by now. Come take a seat and bend your knees so your feet are on the floor in front of you. And then separate your feet wider than the hips. Lean back on your hands. And we're going to do this one, windshield wipers. And just easily go back and forth. Notice if one hip is a little tighter, or if there's some tension anywhere in the hips and legs doing this movement. And just be aware of that, be mindful of it, breathe into it. Good. But when your hips and legs are pretty healthy, you should have a nice glide. Of course, if you've got pain or arthritis, then you're going to have to go easy here. But motion is the lotion for arthritis, so it's actually really good to move. Just not overdo it. Okay, knees to the right. So here's the setup. You can pull your knees a little closer such that your left shin is directly perpendicular to the right foot. Okay? If you can't have your knees in this much, then you're going to widen out. And that's totally fine to get your knees wider apart. I like to do it this way. Okay? So that's the arrangement of the feet. All right. Now, inhale, lengthen your spine, and exhale, bring your left hand to your right knee and begin to turn toward the right. Your right hand is behind you, up on eagle talons. Lift your ribs, lift your spine more, take the shoulders back, hug the vertical midline now of the spine, even the ears go back, and then exhale and twist. Start to turn your head also toward the right, heart toward the right. Good. Now, come out of it just a little bit. Walk your hands forward and inner rotate your thighs, lift your hips a little bit and stick your butt out. That's going to help increase the lower back curve. Then pull your tailbone down to lengthen the curve. And then again, inhale, rise up, and exhale, twist. You can push your left hand into your right leg to give a little more leverage. We want the shoulders to be balanced, so it's typical to have one shoulder up high. So lengthen both of the side ribs, then shoulders back, shoulder blades squeeze onto the back ribs. Again, inhale, rise, and exhale, twist. Now there's one more subtle awareness here, and that is we're going to create a ringing action in the torso. So as your heart goes to the right, try to bring your belly to the left. Inhale, rise up, exhale, heart to the right, turn your belly, low belly, toward the left. It's a very subtle action that provides some resistance, and it increases the stretch. It's called functional coupling when you do two opposite things at the same time. It creates even more strength because we create an inner opposition, an inner resistance that makes the muscles engage more. Awesome. Okay, inhale, come back to center. When you come out of twist, we want to do it on inhalation. Why? Well, it works with the subtle body. When you inhale, your energy body or breath body, also called the pranamaya kosha, will expand. And you've just done all this really deep work to get everything aligned. Usually when we exhale out of a twist, we collapse everything. So when you inhale, your prana body will expand out, your muscles hug onto that prana body, and you have more strength, more cohesion. And the main thing is that you keep all the good benefits of the pose as you come out. While we're here, and we'll do it on the other side too, I want to show you another variation of this pose. It's still called Bharadvajasana 1. However, you take your right arm behind and hold the upper arm above the elbow. Now, if you can't grab like this, if you put a belt around your left arm, right above the elbow, and grab onto the belt, that would work. So now, lift your side, shoulders back, bend your left elbow, and try to bring your left hand all the way over to your left thigh. And if it won't make it that far, you start with the foot or the ankle. But if you can, you bring it here. Now inhale, rise up, exhale, twist. Yes. And what this creates is a pressure right behind the opposite side of the torso to the direction you're twisting. So there's pressure of your forearm right against the back of the left ribs. which then pushes the left ribs forward and helps you go deeper into the twist. And then there's one last variation. If you can do this easily, I call this bus stop yoga. So look, you just get off at your bus. You see what your body can do and don't force it or strain. And then when you can't do anymore, you just get off because that's your stop. But if you can, bring your left hand over to the right leg. Inhale, rise up, and exhale, twist. And this is going to give you the maximum pressure behind the left ribs to give you a little more energy to twist to the right. Inhale to release and unravel your arms. You can feel the space that created. Come back onto your hands, bend your knees, feet flat on the floor, and take a breath. It's a deceptively simple pose, but it has really big benefits. Remember, we're trying to find the place in the middle. So twists are a tonic for the spine, and it helps put the nervous system at ease. So we stop from, trying to survive, running away, or fighting, or freeze. We become frozen. Basically, this helps to reduce fear. So that fear's not the driver, love is. Step your feet apart. We're going to go over to the left, so knees to the left, and cross your shin over the center of the foot, or keep your knees wider. Either way is fine. Awesome. Okay, now we're going to start this time. You lean forward, lift your hips a bit, and then stick your butt out. That is a technical instruction. So you interrotate your thighs, and what this does is it generates a curve. And it's so much easier because the opposite hip is up, and that's a good thing. So your right hip was going to stay off the floor because then you can widen the right hip out to the right more. Draw your tailbone in. Left hand behind. Inhale, rise up. Right hand to the left knee, and then exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, twist. Take your shoulders back. Lift your throat. Take your ears back. Inhale, rise. Exhale, twist. Now, with your heart moving to the left, draw your belly to the right. Inhale, rise up more. Hug the vertical midline. Exhale, twist. Take your shoulders back. Try to square the shoulders across the top. And then squeeze your shoulder blades more firmly to the back of the heart. And just affirm to yourself, life is happening for me, not to me. Life has my back. This is a great affirmation. I am divinely guided, and I'm always going in the best direction. Take your outer left hip crease back and down. And then inhale, release. And let's try the variation. Left arm behind the back. Grab hold of the right arm above the elbow. And then start first with the foot. Maybe the shin, and then right hand to the thigh. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, and twist. You have extra pressure now on the right ribs to move toward the left. And if you can do the full variation, then bring your right hand all the way over to the left thigh. Inhale, rise up, and exhale, twist. Keep it going. Heart to the left, belly to the right. We make contrasts complementary. Functional coupling. And it's really great because the brain's doing two opposite things. And how often during the day do we have to manage two opposite things? All day long. We live in the state of a cosmic paradox that we're both limited and unlimited. We're both an individual, but we're connected to a universal energy. Twist a little bit more now. Heart to the left, belly to the right. Enjoy your breath, enjoy the twist. And then inhale and release. Sit in a cross-legged position for a moment. Join your index fingers and thumbs, palms down. Close your eyes, take some deep breaths, and feel and sense the equanimity. Draw in to the midline, the threshold, which is the space between you and grace. And into that space, place the intention of your heart, whether it's a longing for more freedom, a longing for more peace, maybe it's a longing for love. Place that in the threshold. The threshold is the place where we manifest the dreams of the heart. Put your dream there and open to the bigger energy. When our nervous system is balanced, we're open to a wider, broader perspective. We start to find our purpose. We start to find our place in the world and in our inner circle of friends and family. And then what happens is that we give up the fight. We stop fighting. We surround ourselves with more possibility, more acceptance, more freedom. And we come home to the heart where we recognize that our true nature is infinite, that our true nature is way beyond our personal limitations, that our true nature resonates with the highest vibration. They call it ananda, or bliss, which is the highest joy. Now bring your palms together into this midline, and imagine you bring all polarities into a unified cohesion right in front of your heart. With the two palms, lightly press them together. Let's send blessings of light out into this world, and blessings of equilibrium, equanimity, this place of perfect balance that includes all static imperfection, that it's a fullness that is so full it even includes lack. Let's take a deep breath in now, and we'll chant the sound of Om. From the place in the middle, gently bow and open your eyes. Namaste. Thank you for spending this time with me. I hope you enjoyed Bharadvajasana, and I'll see you next time. Take care.